Warning, this is a parody of CinemaSins' Everything Wrong with series and is entirely not meant to be taken seriously. The original is owned by Universal and S4C, and this is entirely just for fun and does not reflect any opinions that we have on the people who made this short or anyone who likes the short. If you don't know this type of humor, go watch CinemaSins.
A birthday train full of toys? I just can't believe you really believed that.
He never said he believed in it, nor did he ever think it was coming.
Sure I do. It'll come.
Now he does.
Because there's not going to be any little engines or birthday trains coming here.
Have some hope, Jill. Is this a village, a town, or just a rural area? For the 1940s, it definitely looks like it. So apparently nobody drives cars, and trains are the only way of getting around this area as far as it seems. We never see any of these tracks or any of these parts of the mountain when she makes it across. Maybe this is like a back way or an alternative route, but this is so light, how can any engine fit on this? I'll take off 2 cents for this amazing and epic intro right here, not to mention the music too. So Tyler sleeps leaning forward. You know what he's getting prepared for right there, if you know what I mean.
To work, to work.
I'll take off a cent for that epic snore by Jebediah. This guy really does smoke. How come nobody got woke up by that?
Wake up, Chip.
Tilly is one true of a savage of the roundhouse.
Leave me alone, Tilly. I couldn't sleep all night.
But you are now just sleeping.
Chip, have you been eating those green worms again? Yeah. Well, a little work will get you going.
Chip, lay off that weed there, or weed worms.
Come on, Farnsworth.
The name Farnsworth.
Refined engines such as I should never get up this early. It's bad for our chug.
We'll see about that. Farnsworth is having a midlife crisis, which leads up to the real question, how old is everyone here? I guess Farnsworth, Pete, and Georgia are probably like in their mid or late 40s, while Tower's probably like in his mid 50s until he's like 10, as well as Chip.
Hey, what do you mean, real engines?
Wow, Tilly, you are the best. I'll take off as 1 sin for that.
Stop squabbling! We can't waste a minute!
The only reason that Tower has a couple people working for him is because of how difficult he is to work with. What does Tilly do when she's not a switch engine? Just sit around and do nothing? That technically is the most boring job in the world, the fact that she only works for 1 minute.
You take that passenger train over the mountain to the town!
So these passengers are literally being left to starve beforehand, or is there any place for them to go to or something? Because this roundhouse slash train yard is in the middle of fucking nowhere. Where did the gum come from?
Careful, kid. Don't bust a boiler.
Ha! Are you kidding? Hold on to your smokestack.
Nice job, Tilly, for putting these trains in their place. I'll take off a sin for that.
For Pete's sake, Pete, watch that smoke!
For Pete's sake. But he's always like this, so you should be used to it by now.
Oh no!
So Tower can produce mucus? Does he make other body fluids?
Chili, where's that milk train?
I can sort of see why Tower would be so angry because of the fact that he can't leave his foundation in any way or form, and so therefore can't see the world like the rest of everyone else. This looks really easy to do. You could just go really fast through him.
Jebediah, get that milk train rolling! On my way, Tower!
I'll take off 3 cents for that impression of Jebediah.
What do you know, you overgrown stack of lumber? She is not too little. Big blowhard.
Thank you for doing that, Chip, for teaching Tower a lesson by making him sneeze.
What y'all got for me today?
Whoever built this place must come by it every now and then. Do the trains even have conductors or drivers of any sort? If this was even made by humans.
Okay, Jeepers!
Talk about a waste of resources.
What's the rush? They'll never fit in there.
Grumpella's statements.
Okay!
Oh my.
Perky, you shouldn't be on that ball, boy.
Handy Pandy!
Coming.
Handy Pandy is either strong or he's completely indestructible or immortal because in real life he'd be dead.
Stretch and Missy!
Rolo, Stretch, and Missy are the only humans here. We never see these bears before and now we see them now? I'll take off 3 cents for this ridiculously catchy music. I could literally sing this all fucking day long and never get tired of it. This is one hell of a train, the fact that it has so much stuff in it.
Oh, that sounds like the most wonderful train ever.
So what's Tilly's job now? She could just ask Tower what jobs are available for her. Also, Tilly is acting like this is her first time on the job and has no idea where the birthday train is, even though she's already seen it for however long she's been working here. Which is another question. How long has Tilly been working here? Or any of these engines, as a matter of fact.
It is my honor to say, that is, I am pleased to announce, that it is
Guys, wait for the cake. It's the most important part of the birthday train.
that it's time to...
Oh, come on, let's go!
This is the only frame with extreme amounts of shading. Rolo seriously needs speech therapy, or a speech class. This would have suffocated him to death.
Go.
I could do that.
This is the reason that so many people had quit their jobs from Tower. This part always made me feel like I want to hug the screen. Also, how is she able to cry like that without sobbing loudly? She's being so calm about it.
Are you still dreaming? You and that dumb train.
It's not dumb.
It's worse than dumb. It's not even real.
Well, the trains do come by every now and then, and you should know by now when they're coming over. You'd have to be living under a rock to not know that they have faces and are able to interact with humans and basically are alive, as well as the rest of the vehicles and inanimate objects in this universe. So seriously, it is more than possible for Tilly to be real. What is Jill's problem? This has to be the most catchiest song in the world. This is the only version of the story that actually has a reason why the train breaks down. Not a sin, just want to point that out. This would have killed millions if anyone was near it. Also, wouldn't George's suspension be a bit messed up after that bonnet crash?
As director, that is head, that is leader of the playthings or toys, I'll go for aid, assistance, help, SOS kind of thing, you know.
How the hell did Rolo's pants come off? Rolo is one hell of a slow thinker.
Well, how about if I just signal for help?
I know. How about if we just signal for help?
It's Georgia, and she's in trouble. Doc! Doc! Train in trouble. It's Georgia and the birthday train.
There's no time to lose.
Doc sure doesn't stand out much for the people who depend on him to save their lives.
Well, you'll be all right. It's just a bent spungamunger. But there won't be any mountain climbing for a few days.
If anything, a human should come in and inspect what's going on with Georgia, because Doc can't even reach into any of her insides or even see what's wrong with her. Rollo is suicidal.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh,
what this clown's trying to tell you is that our engine has broken down, and the boys and girls on the other side of the mountain won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us.
I thought all this stuff on the birthday stream was for Eric and not for the rest of the children, or does he have the option to share with them? Either that, or this is also the grocery and toy train as well. Also, I'm pretty sure that no one over the mountain is in any lack of toys or food to eat. I don't think there's any lack of anything here. If anything, what your real goal is to convince this poor boy's sister that Tilly is real.
Yeah.
We aren't gonna make it.
This is the only line that Stretch has in the entire movie. He never says another word after this. Same thing applies likewise to Jeepers. When I was little, I legitimately thought that Michael Jackson was voicing Stretch. He sounds a lot like him.
Well, he's not the only engine in the world.
I always thought that Perky was a girl. I mean, I don't even know, whatever.
Ah, nothing to it. On the other hand...
I can only imagine what Rollo's like when he's masturbating.
Want me to pull you? Listen, kid. Only this morning I pulled a freight train with a very important printing press over the mountain. It'll print books and newspapers.
So normal humans do exist in this universe. This means they have to have built the roundhouse and the city and everything in here somehow.
I am a very important engine, and I don't pull the likes of you. I do not.
He just made a statement. No need to cry over it.
You'll have your old chug back in a couple of days.
No, actually what you need is repairs. If a boiler really broke like that in real life, it would go beyond just waiting. You actually need real repairs from humans if you're going to continue making deliveries.
Right, for a train. Tower,
Now what?
let me take the birthday train over the mountain.
I would not ask for Tower's approval because he's clearly going to say no.
You really want to do this, don't you, kid?
I think I can. I think he's gonna go for it.
Never. Nix. No way, no time, not now, not ever. No, no, no!
I sort of am having the theory that Tower may be autistic because this is beyond just a normal mean boss. Nobody in their right mind would ever respond to anyone's request like that. Despite this blood-boiling scene, I'll take off 3 cents for the fact that he actually took the time to say all that in one whole rant.
There won't be any more engines.
There will.
There won't.
There will.
There won't.
So Jebediah finally did get up, but who woke him up? Also, where did he go? Was he just going for a morning walk or working?
Read my beak. No more engines.
George W. Bush reference.
Excuse me, please. Oh, sure.
Right.
You didn't notice that until now? Seriously, it's completely obvious. At least Rollo would have noticed it first.
Why, I'd love to.
Yay!
Yep, I'd love to, but my just isn't what it used to be. And going over the mountain is too much for me these days. Sorry.
I gotta say, Jebediah is very amazing. He actually is willing to pull the birthday train, but actually has a reasonable answer on why he can't. So I'll take off a sin for how amazing he actually is. He should have had more screen time.
Goodbye, Tower, in the train yard.
So Tower's literally that dumb, but the fact that he can only fall asleep to the most simplest children's lullaby? Also, why do all these engines seriously care what Tower thinks? There's no security system, no engines to stop any unwanted deliveries. Tilly seriously could have just went. There literally is nothing stopping her from leaving. They let Jebediah go without delivering anything at all, and he made it back alive. However, what road did he go through? He probably went, like, around the mountain instead of over it, because it clearly was in the right direction, is it? Maybe he took side roads. That's also another weird thing about this film. Because of the fact that so many random things are just said without any logical explanation on why they're being said, there's a huge number of things in both the characters, the location, and the storyline of this film that either go unsolved or never talked about. The whole story itself is a bigger mystery than any cartoon I've ever seen.
Like I said, no more engines.
Thank you, Grumpella.
Listen to me. Quitters never, well, they don't win. They can't, don't you see? And winners, they never quit.
Rolo saves the day in his own way.
There's not a mountain that you can't climb. There's not a river you can't make it over. There's no tomorrow that you can't find if you try. I know you're gonna make it. Nothing can stop you now.
I'll take off 5 cents for this amazing song here.
Turn back. You're too little. You can't do it. I think I can. You'll be...
Why do you care so much about what everyone thinks of you? Just do your work and find out. They can't do anything about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Death Trap Mountain. Also, how are the other engines able to make a cross without any problem, but then Tilly has to go through hell just to get through it? This bridge seriously needs better safety standards. Yes, I know this is extremely easy to do, but at the same time, it looks really risky too.
I'm going over that mountain.
You're too little. You'll never make it through the storm. Too little.
I think I can.
Exactly what is her relationship with this eagle? This rock just had to come from out of nowhere and ruin the day. Not that the last car really mattered, it looked like just a bunch of balls and more toys. But hey, at least they saved Perky from being killed. This part actually looks extremely easy.
That was too close. Are we still alive?
This part used to legitimately always scare me because of how awkwardly silent it was.
Everything's all right. Whoa.
Is this just her imagination, or does the cave really look and sound like this? That actually was your real near-death experience, because that would have killed millions. Why are you going so slow through this? If I was in this situation, I would be running for my life. This is literally the most scariest avalanche I have ever seen in my life. If I saw this in real life, I would literally shit my pants. And that was a Little Engine That Could 1991 film. Can I go home now? This thunderstorm literally makes Eric look like a fucking ghost child. I would be worried too. After all, they just went through hell just to get through here. You do have the storybook, just look at it. This literally is actually the most depressing thing I have ever seen in cartoon history. Well, despite this being the most depressing thing I've ever seen, I actually gotta say they did really good on this. This is an example of a film that really is so good that it's burned into your subconscious the first time you see it. Wouldn't everyone else be a little bit hurt or injured somehow from that big avalanche crash? Because that seriously could have killed everyone in a second. Adding the possibility of hypothermia and suffocation, because they were in it overnight. Also, the cake is destroyed, the cake mice are dead, and the toys are all soggy, but yet everything else survived. How come there's no snow in her smokestack? I'll take off 3 more sins for how amazing this particular scene is right here. The visual, the art, and the animation, and just the overall feel of it, and the music too. This is amazing in every fucking possible way. This must be his best friend.
Little engine brought the birthday train. I knew she would.
Now his sister believes him. I'll take off sin for how amazing this particular frame is. I mean, this frame, I can't continue on saying how much this means to me. It makes me want to cuddle with Tilly so bad.
I thought I could. You did it, Tilly. Yes, I did it. And it was worth it.
I'm surprised Chip hasn't been at least a little frightened by this since he did in the first part of the movie, which is the weird irony. We don't see any of these kids anywhere else. Do they just appear from out of nowhere? Plus, for how remote this is, this village seems pretty crowded. Which raises another question. Where is this taking place? I mean, for the most part, it's clearly 1940s, and the story is an American fable, but this was made in Wales, so I can't exactly tell where this is supposed to be, or where the animators intended it to be. Also, everyone has American accents, and nobody seems to mention any of the culture around here, of where this could be potentially could be taking place. So I guess in my own guess, it's probably just a made-up country and a made-up world, too. This frame was never actually seen in the movie itself. Okay, before I end this video, I seriously have to admit something about this film. I have watched numerous cartoons back then when I was little, and they were all great, of course, but this particular, and I mean this amazing gem, is literally the best animated films I have seen. I mean, I know all Disney films are good too, and of course a lot of Looney Tunes are good too, but this one seriously just captures you the first time you see it. The moral is amazing, the morals apply to every single important key character in the film, the moral just comes naturally, and they're not constantly shoving it down your throat. The vocal work and the voice acting is amazing, as well as the music, and I know I might be obsessed with this a little bit to this day, and I watch it on my phone every night before I go to bed, but I am literally telling you all, you have to watch this. I believe this is probably the best animated film that I've seen since I was little, and is legitimately better than Thomas, and I mean legitimately better. But, I mean, of course, Thomas is okay, but seriously, this is actually something else. There's no fandoms for this, no culture based around this, and no one's talking about it. It's literally not out there. I just want to tell you guys how much I love this film to this day. This film is literally for fucking everyone. Whoever made the animation and the music and just everything about it is literally a fucking angel to me. There's literally no other cartoon like this. And if you're watching this right now, the people who made this film, great fucking job. And because I hate having to put sins on this, I'll take off 10 sins for this amazing masterpiece just because of how great it is. There. It seriously needed that.